Here we have question number 4. In the given figure, P and Q are the midpoints of AC and BD respectively. BC is given as 16, AD is given as 12, and AD is perpendicular to BC. Find the length of PQ. Okay. So first of all, what all is given to us? It is given that AD is perpendicular. So let me make a perpendicular symbol over here. BC is equal to 16. So this whole line is equal to 16. AD is equal to 12. So this perpendicular is equal to 12. AD is perpendicular. Find the length of PQ. So we have to find out the length of this PQ. Q is the midpoint of BD. It is given to us. And P is the midpoint of AC. This is also given to us. Now, normally when the midpoint of a side of a triangle is given, midpoint theorem comes to our mind. Had Q been the midpoint of BC, it would have been very easy for us, right? Because immediately I would have got that PQ is half of AB. We could have done something. It is not given. In such a case, you all know in a midpoint theorem, the line joining the midpoints of two sides is parallel to the third side and half of it. So can't I just do one thing? I drop a perpendicular from P on BC. So can I say this, let's call it PR. This PR would be parallel to AD, right? This PR would be parallel to AD. Why? P is the midpoint of AC. PR is parallel to AD. Then R would automatically be the midpoint of DC. R would be the midpoint of DC. And by midpoint theorem, I can also say the length of PR will be half of AD, that is equal to 6. Length of PR would be half of AD, that is equal to 6. Now, to find the length of PQ, I just need the length of QR now. Okay? If you closely look at this part QD is half of BD, this part DR is half of DC. So can't I say that QR is actually half of BC? Or let's call this as A, so this would also be A. Let's call this as B, so this would also be B. So what is 16? That is BC. It is A plus B plus B, that is 2A plus 2B. And what is QR? QR is A plus B. Isn't A plus B exact half of 2A plus 2B? So that means this QR is going to be 8. If QR is 8, PR is 6. By using Pythagoras theorem, I can easily calculate PQ. It is 8 square plus 6 square and whole square root. This gives me the answer as 10. So 10 is the right answer for us for this question 4. So B option, that is 10, is the correct answer. I am assuming that this part is also clear to you. Though, of course, there are other ways as well through which you could have answered this question. When I did this question, let me just tell you an aptitude way of solving the question. This is the conventional method. The aptitude way of solving the question, let me just discuss it once with you. Question says that P is the midpoint of AC and Q is the midpoint of BD and AD is a perpendicular. I do not know whether AB, which angle does it make with BC? Let us assume the triangle is right angled. Okay, just follow me on this. I'm sure you would understand this point. If the triangle ABC is a right angled triangle, in that case, can I say point D would also be the same point as B? Because if you drop a perpendicular from A on BC, it is AB. So B and D would lie at the same point. P is the midpoint of AC. So P is the midpoint of AC. Q is the midpoint of BD. When B and D are the same point, their midpoint is also the same point. So Q, B and D, they all are the same point. This AB would be same as AD. AD is given as 12. This BC is given as 16. Using Pythagoras theorem, AC is 20. And it's the property of a right angle triangle that the midpoint of the hypotenuse is equidistant from all three vertices. So if P is the midpoint of AC, so AP is 10, PC is 10, and this would also be 10. You can call it PD, you can call it PB, you can call it PQ as well. And question is asking you PQ, which straight away gives me the answer as 10. That's a simple way of answering the question.